2. We are in part 6 out of 6. Last one of the 6 true chilling horror stories animated. And on the 6th one, hopefully it can scare us. So far, the 2nd one and the 4th one was the best one. So hopefully, you know, by pattern, the 6th one is lit. Let's get into it.
This happened only a few months ago. I work at a small retail store in my hometown as an overnight employee. I do all the regular things, like stocking shelves and taking inventory,
good money,
and sometimes unloading late arrival trucks. The job is very chill, being that I'd usually work alone or with one other person, so nobody is there to boss me around all day. On this night, I was alone until 4 a.m., and I had a lot to do. Over the course of an hour, I was in the aisles the whole time, not needing to go to the back room for anything. But at around 11:30, I thought I heard something from the back. I walked down to the end of the aisle and looked around, then went into the warehouse room, and right as I entered, there was a knock on the back door. That door was only used for truck drivers when delivering a load, but I was never notified about any deliveries this night. Being a large metal door though, there was no peephole or glass to look out of and see who it was. I walked over to the delivery bay and opened the garage just a crack, and just as I'd assumed, there was no truck. I was almost hoping there would be though, because now I was really skeptical as to who was knocking on the back door in the middle of the night. A few minutes went by, and no more knocks or sounds came from the door. I even pressed my ear against it and tried to listen, but I was pretty sure whoever had been out there was gone now. Being curious and slightly dumb, I opened the door to make sure nobody was still outside. I peered out into the unlit driveway running behind the building. There were no cars, no people, and not even any sounds. It was just empty and quiet. Seeing this and thinking back to the loud knocking, I felt a shiver go through me.
That boy is nervous.
I closed the door. I walked back to the aisle I was in before and tried to get back to work without worrying too much. Through the next couple hours, I went in and out of the back room several times, but never heard anything else. It was 2 a.m. by this point, and I was finishing up stocking one of the middle aisles when a very quiet but recognizable sound came from the back.
He by himself too, right?
It was the metal door clicking shut. My face went white as I froze up. I didn't hear anything else, but I knew I had to check on it. I walked very quietly, still listening as I approached the back doors.
Why do they do this?
At first glance, looking around the warehouse, I didn't see anything, so I made my way further in and toward the back door. It was closed, and being that it only opens from the inside, I was just confused. Trying to think of what could have happened, I turned and looked down the hall of lined up boxes when I saw a figure facing me. He stood at the end of the hallway, seeming to have just rounded the corner and not expecting to see me.
He didn't look like that, bro.
But after a short moment
he is
of
not
shock,
real.
The man started sprinting at me. He was large and intimidating, with a look of anger in his eyes as he came barreling down the hallway.
Why he running like that?
I ran for the door and into the grocery aisles, trying to make it to the front of the store. The man's footsteps coming up behind me were horrifying, but by the time I got to the front, the footsteps had stopped.
Still go.
I pulled my keys out and unlocked the door, and as I shoved the door open, I looked to my side and saw the man standing at the end of the aisle, just watching me. Without hesitation, I ran out into the parking lot and into my car, calling 911.
Don't tell me behind the car.
By the time the cops arrived, the man was long gone,
Obviously.
with no traces of where he went.
This is a good one.
Through the security footage, we could see the man wedging something into the back door that somehow unlocked it, allowing him to get inside. Once he was in, he looked around as if trying to find something particular before he saw me and chased me to the front. Why he let me leave and why he even broke in is still unknown. I don't know what would have happened
He's like,
had
nah,
the
I
man
gotta
caught
get
up
out of
to
here.
me or decided to not let me leave.
You'd have been dead.
But I'm just thankful it never had to come to that.
Well, that is story 6 out of 6. Now, that one was good. The second, fourth, and sixth was good. Other ones weren't. That is 6 true chilling horror stories animated. I'm gonna put the link below where to go watch this. But y'all let me know which one's your favorite. Thanks for watching all 6 or even 4 or even 3 or even 2, even none. It doesn't matter. Thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll be on with another reaction. Peace.